Japan is one of the most visited tourist places in the world. I've always wanted to go to Japan. Probably you wanted to go to Japan. And why don't we just go to Japan? After showing us some absolute marvels, cherry blossoms, bamboo groves, rivers, bullet train, and including Mount Fuji, Mount Yote, which is that? I'm probably butchering the name. By the way, I also drove alongside the bullet train, which felt nice. Whoa! Game also introduced me to the rewind mechanic. Which was good in the sense I kept on crashing, which kind of made me mad. And witnessing a peak intro into the Horizon festival, then we move on to the important part of moving into Japan, which is establishing a presence, by which I mean character customization. So I was confused for a bit, then I thought of basing my character off a character from Bloodhounds actually. I'm basing off of Alan. He's not really a major character in the series, however, he's fun. Alan is fun. Yeah. Coincidentally, the game also had the name Alan in its name options, which further helped add to my confidence that I was making the right choice. You then move on to meet Mei, and then Alan has a crush on her maybe. Alan, do you have a crush on her? She then helps us to choose a starter Pokemon, starter car, which is very... I don't know, it's a pretty equal democratic choice between 3 equally balanced cars. I'm looking at you. So after choosing a car that would match Alan and naming it Baddie, we move on to take a drive along the streets of Japan. We also illegally break through a stadium and drive. I don't know, is that legal in Japan? Seeing the Tokyo Tower on the way and hoping that Mei would take us to some place where we could enjoy and have fun. Nope, Mei takes us to a illegal street race. It was also around this time that I noticed the time was 4 AM. Buddy, the time is 4. I want to sleep. Please subscribe. But you know what surprised me during the race? Idol? What? They actually played Idol during the race. I know it's a game based in Japan and probably was going to see some Japan shit. But fucking Idol? They played Idol, bro. So after a few more twists and turns, we finished the race. Then Alan just kind of aura farms in front of everyone. Then we move on to learning that there are multiple events or races to be completed in order to get into the Horizon Festival. At this point I was also thinking of Need for Speed actually. Because if you compare Need for Speed and Forza Horizon, it's like comparing a bully and nerd kind of. Actually, I don't know how to continue with that. Forza Horizon actually it's kind of peaceful. You drive around peacefully. There's races and stuff, but it's still peaceful. You know, you drive with friends around, etc., etc. And then there's Need for Speed. Then we spawn back around, then I do a burnout in the middle of the road because it's Japan and you can do what the fuck you want. Then we just drive through the wilderness to reach the next driving session. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna skip to the driving session. You can just see my driving for some time. And if you have clicked this video, you probably like cars. And if you don't, you probably like me. Or you don't like either and you're just judging me right now. But you know, there's just something really therapeutic about hearing the sound of a car. Here, I'll play you a clip. Ooh, beautiful. Great speed.
In 400 yards, turn right.
I also found out how to use the photo mode.
Oh my god, look, it's Alan. We then reach the first event and it's a speed drift event. Kindles the trauma from Need for Speed.
Then we complete the event and we get a call from our friend who,
kind of like was being hee about Meme.
Turned up, locked in, pure speed. Now that's how you show up to a speed zone.
Thanks, buddy. You're at confidence, supporting your friend in doing illegal racing activities around Japan. We switch to another car and we slowly drive through those fields for some time. And I come across this temple and I'm just enjoying the temple. And this Jeep, I don't know what, I just felt the Jeep was trying to mock me for some reason. And I sensed the presence of Piccolo on that Jeep for some reason. After that, we reached the village where the next event was taking place, and I just rode around for some time, taking in the scenery, enjoying hillsides, enjoying the cities, visiting the Japan, which I don't know when I will in my life. So peaceful, man. Floor it. Floor it. Time goes on.
we then decide to climb the hill, maybe get some thumbnails or something.
And then I took the easiest route down.
So that without hitting one single tree, okay? I said we'll go there by hitting one single tree. We only hit one tree, okay?
I also found this little guy on the way.
What is it?
You found a mascot and smashed it, of course. There's a unique mascot flavor in each region. They offer up credits too, so if you see one, you know what to do.
Then we reach the next event, which is actually a race. But then the game goes ahead and betrays me.
Oh.
And decides to put me in this shit-ass car around all these people. Okay, maybe in hindsight, I think I was supposed to buy a new car before the race started. It did show an option for buy a recommended car. But who cares? We complain. I have to justify my loss. And we decide to race again. And apparently, if you miss a checkpoint, the game puts you back to the checkpoint area and then you have to drive it again. It just makes you lose all your momentum.
What?
It does not give any kind of sympathy that you were in last place and your car was already struggling to reach the end point. Why? But at this point, I reached a realization. I could not win this race just purely on speed. My car just wasn't fast enough. Even if I was able to overtake them, if I tried to speed past them, they'll probably just cross me over some turn or something. So the people in front of me, if I tried to overtake, I couldn't win. However, initially I could get some momentum and get in between the drivers who were in behind me before they, accelerate and go past me. What I could do is not let the guys behind me win.
Nope. You ain't crossing me.
This was never about winning. This was about not letting those guys behind me win. If I was not winning, you guys aren't winning either, bro. That's exactly what I did.
Nope. Yes. This is moving on. Nope. Second lose. Ooh.
And I ended up getting 7th place.
Then we meet Anna, who politely says that I'm trash.
You haven't qualified for the Horizon Festival yet. So I've recommended a qualifier event for you.
Who wants racing and stuff? This was never about, racing and driving fast cars. This was about peace. Going out with your friends, enjoying yourselves with them, having a cup of tea, driving around peacefully. taking in the views, viewing the mountains, seeing the rivers, away from the busy hustles of city life, away from the sounds of cities, just taking in the peaceful scenic beauty of nature. And that's what I was expecting when we went along with Meme until she put us into a race again.
Die!
So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed and had a good time. So take care of yourselves and we'll meet again soon, hopefully. So yeah, bye bye.